Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Nick. You may know me as Scent Nick over on Instagram and TikTok. That is where I've been the last 3 years. Now, why did it take me 3 years to get here to YouTube? Well, that's a great question. So until recently, I was too scared, but now I'm here, okay? I'm here and we're doing this. So with this first video, I just want to start by saying thank you for being here. If you're one of my Instagram or TikTok followers, I thank you for being one of the first followers here. And to all watching, please hit that subscribe button. I really do not look forward to saying that, but hey, we're here and we're gonna try this thing on YouTube. So I've been creating fragrance content for the last 3 years, and all the time, I knew I wasn't doing exactly what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to be doing long form content and not short form, not the most meaningful content. It was fun, but this is what I plan to be doing as my main thing. Now I do have some really cool ideas and things I really want to do with this channel, but this first video really is about me introducing myself to you and you getting acquainted with my taste. So I want to share 10 fragrances that are meaningful to me, be it the first of something or things that have just stuck out over time. We'll get into it, but guys, sit back and enjoy. Now, before we dive into this list, just drop in the comments, what are a few really influential fragrances in your life? I want to know about it. We'll see you in the comments. Let's talk about the very first fragrance that kind of started this journey for me. And that fragrance is Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now, you can't really find this one anymore. You can find it on a gray market, but this fragrance is kind of the one that kicked it off for me. I had one before it, but this one really sealed the deal. Fresh, aquatic, mineralic. It's got the Acqua di Gio DNA, but you got patchouli and incense, making it a little darker, a little more mature. I got so many compliments wearing this one. It's just kind of like a love affair for me. Past that, I gotta talk about the first niche that I ever bought. The first niche fragrance I ever bought was Mancera's Intense Cedrat Boisé. And this is such a great fragrance for someone to get into niche. Really, Mancera is in general, because they're not crazy expensive. I think I got this when it first dropped for maybe $120, which at the time, that seemed like a lot. But this is a very similar DNA, obviously, to Aventus, but you get kind of a synthetic lemon drop, lemon head kind of thing, paired with darker elements, a very synthetic oud in here, some leather, patchouli again, nice, long-lasting, also amazing for compliments. Now, this next fragrance I really want to talk about is the one that introduced me to oud, and it's what I considered my signature scent for a long time. The lovely Demi Rawling made the suggestion at one point, and I tried it because she's honestly got really good taste, and the rest was history. The fragrance I'm talking about right here is Mise en Cere's Perfect Oud, perfumed by Alberto Morillas. Now, this fragrance literally tells you what it is in the name. It's Perfect Oud. It is such an approachable oud, and there is a distinct oud note in here. It's not real. There's no way it's real at this price point. But the oud note, which is kind of on the metallic, sharp, kind of spicy side, paired with the iris, the cedar, the juniper, the musk, is the most beautiful combination, paired with rose. I cannot forget the all-important rose in here. So aromatic. It's kind of leathery, kind of suede-y, powdery, fuzzy, and musky. Incredible every day, all year round, signature-worthy scent. Now, keeping in line with impactful niche fragrances, this one, African Leather from Memo. This was the first leather fragrance I ever got, which a lot of people will say this is not really a leather fragrance. And it's not. It is and it's not. This is very fresh and warm spices, very aromatic. Your cumin, your leather, your saffron, a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of oud. It's incredible. Performance is lovely, This one though, when they say leather, it's like you're in Africa on a safari. The heat is there. You smell the animals around. You smell the campsites. That is what you're smelling with African leather. Incredible stuff. Incredible. Now, another influential designer fragrance for me. And one thing you'll quickly realize about my taste is 3/4 of my collection is niche and the other quarter is designer, because that's just how I roll. But this fragrance, this entire line, Dior Homme Sport. Dior Homme Sport is incredible. I love the entire Dior Homme line. I have every single batch ever created, except for the Silver Stem of Cologne and Homme. Still need to get those, but for Dior Homme Sport, I have the 2008, the 12, the 17, and the 21 right here. But this one, again, this is a beautiful designer, everyday freshie with spices and woods and musk. Lots of cashmere, super smooth, very spicy, and soapy clean. You can't go wrong with it. Incredible stuff. Now, when I started to level up my niche game, so we had the Manceras. Now, past that, I went to where everyone goes, and these two kind of go hand in hand, as they should. Layton and Aventus. They go hand in hand, and I think this is kind of a natural step for most people whenever they go into niche fragrances. Layton being that beautiful, sweet apple, cinnamon, woody, vanilla, floral, spicy fragrance. Beautiful for date nights and monster compliment getter. And then Aventus, if you don't know Aventus by now, what the are you doing? This beautiful pineapple, bright citrus, spices, smoke, wood, oak moss, a fruity chypre fragrance. Incredible. Have a couple bottles of this one now because batch variations are a thing. So we talked about a leather fragrance already. The next fragrance is my favorite leather fragrance of all time. At the time of shooting this video, it was my scent of the day, and it's incredible. It's the best leather fragrance I've ever smelled currently. This is Falcon Leather from Matière Première. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Leather, birch tar, oud. Some of my favorite things. It's smoky, ambery, got the benzoin, kind of sweet. A little bit of like this vanilla caramel vibe going on in there. Incredible stuff. And then these next two are just special fragrances in my collection. They're very rare. One thing you'll find out about me, I'm a collector. You'll see my collection at some point. I'm trying not to make a big deal about it because it's not about that. But let's talk about these next two fragrances. First one, this is special. So this bottle, this is Amouage Crystal and Gold Man, but this is not the newest release. This one is the original 80s release. I think this bottle specifically is from the 90s. And I can tell you this is not a relevant fragrance by any means right now. No one in their right mind is really wearing this unless you're probably 50s and up. This is the definition of an old man fragrance, and I freaking love it. I love old man fragrances. This is a barbershop, lily of the valley, rose hip, myrrh, frankincense, a ton of civet. Like, this is animalic, guys, and it's real civet in there. It's funky, it's kind of fecal. Guys, I can't even tell you how good this is. Powdery, gentlemanly, incredible performance on that. But you're also going to pay a ton of money for it. And talking about a ton of money for a fragrance, this was my birthday fragrance that I really I splurged on it. This fragrance, my friends, is incredibly rare, and it's called Roja Love. Highly sought after, and one of 100 bottles. 100 bottles. This thing is immaculate. Bright fruits, very juicy, a seductive and sultry jasmine. It's skanky, it's seductive. Resin, wood, vanilla powder. I wear this on a special occasion. It's so rare. And if you know, you know. Guys, thank you for tuning into this video. The next few videos will just be more videos about what to expect from my channel, what I'm going to be going over, reviews, how I'm going to be conducting them, first impression videos, how those are going to work. Guys, we're here to stay, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you soon. Peace.